All right, let's talk about the 4 Hour Chef by Tim Ferriss. This is a follow-up book to the Four Work Week, which a lot of people have read. Some people have got to this book, some haven't. It by this point it's a little older, but it's interesting to me. This book is basically how to do things at a world-class pace through cooking. Seems kind of weird, right? But here, let me cover the meta learning from the beginning, like deconstruction, exploring the unknown, Simon learning to taste. So like he'll talk about like in like how to taste different herbs, things like that. Selecting the 80/20. So 80% or 20% things will get 80% of the result. 20% of your ingredients will get you 80% of the results. 20% of items will be good for your seasoning. Sequencing the magic of proper ordering. So like if you were to cook chicken before you season it, it's probably not going to. In some applications, that's fine, but if you were to season it before you cook it, it's going to create a different thing. So sequencing food, and also sequencing what you learn, and then steaks, the carrot and the stick. So I know one thing specifically to talk about. If you wanted to be motivated to do something, actually a perfect example of it right now. My wife's actually doing a step bet. So she puts a small money into a fund with a bunch of other people that do this online, and you have to hit a certain amount of steps. If you don't, you lose that money. So you have a reason to move forward. So we got compression cheat sheet. So basically, how to compress everything down, frequency, how frequent you should be doing things, and then making slippery ideas stick. And they cover a lot of other things as well, like the 80/20 pantry, which is interesting to me. I should actually get that and reread through this. And then kind of interesting. He also has like the Wild, which is like page 242, and where he talks about top survival gear, the Parns of Rabbits, manual arts, the Ruse of Threes. So like he covers a lot of things that I also aren't necessarily cooking in the back of the book, but you have the core like lesson one or lesson two, scrambled eggs, slow carb wines, the top list, coconut cauliflower. You get the idea. So like he'll teach you how to cook, but in the process of learning to cook, you'll learn how to deconstruct things, 80/20 things, and learn how to do things better, more effectively, and more efficiently. Um, Key thing there being more effective versus more efficient, because you only can do so many things the same 24 hours, but if you're more effective with your time, you can get more done in less of that. So I'm a fan of this book. I haven't read it in a while. I still keep it on hand. I've had this book for many, many years. It traveled with me through multiple states, just to be able to go back and reference it. So this is the 4 Hour Chef.